There's a big trade-off here, isn't there? Scott Morrison is telling us that in return for getting the capability to have nuclear propulsion, now we're not talking about nuclear weapons, just nuclear propulsion, for a design of submarine yet to be determined.
And the reason that's better is for stealth reasons. It's quieter, like...
Well, actually, it's not quieter.
Oh.
The diesel subs that Australia currently has and the ones it was planning to get are actually quieter because you can turn off the engine completely and they go absolutely silent. With a nuclear unit, you can't switch it off completely. It has to. The nuclear plant has to keep running. So the advantages with a nuclear nuclear boat are, like Morrison was saying, they can go faster underwater, they can stay underwater much longer, they can stay on station much longer and carry larger loads. But the trade-off that Morrison is now telling us Australia is going to have to accept is that, yesterday Australia had a contract to buy 12 submarines built in Adelaide on a French design. Today, Australia has no contract for anybody to supply us any submarines whatsoever. We have a high-level political agreement to supply us with US-UK nuclear propulsion technology, but we have no contract, no boat in which to put this thing. So the Morrison government tells us today that we're going to have to wait longer now. So until today, it was going to be more than a decade to get the first new sub. Now it's going to be even longer than more than a decade, possibly up to 2 decades to get the first new sub.
Could be 2040 is what we're told,
Yeah. Second, it's going to cost more, the government tells us. Third, that they've committed, conceptually at least, to buying only 8, whereas the previous deal was to buy 12 submarines. They're saying, oh, well, they're more capable, so you don't need as many. But we're going to have to wait longer. The Collins-class submarines, which were supposed to be retired in 2025, they keep postponing their retirement. I hope my retirement doesn't get postponed as many times as these poor labouring subs. They're going to be in the water till 2040 and beyond. So, we're going to have no new subs, pay more. There's no design. The only thing the government has actually specifically done today is said that it is creating an interdepartmental task force to find, quote, the optimal path to getting Australia to acquire the nuclear technology, which could then lead to a design and a negotiation for a contract. This is, this is a great theatrical production we saw this morning. Hats off. That was high value theatrics. But behind the theatrics, behind the curtains, there's just a couple of step ladders and a bunch of bureaucrats at a meeting table, and that's about it.